You're probably working in a job right now, a job you don't like, working with people you don't want to, and earning way less than you'd like. But the truth is, you keep going in this job because it's your only source of income, isn't that right? You probably have no money saved up, your expenses are sky high, and your salary only covers the essentials. The things you really like you never manage to buy. You feel like you're in an endless abyss. You have high credit card debts, and perhaps you have a massive debt from financing college because someone once told you that once you graduated, you'd have a good job, and you'd be a happy, fulfilled, successful person. You managed to complete your studies with a lot of effort, but you never worked in the field you truly wanted. Now your plan to get rich. All this seems like a distant dream. Now you see on the internet every day dozens of young people showing off trips, luxury cars, and bank accounts filled with money. Some have become rich, others millionaires, and still others billionaires. You look at all this and wonder, how did they manage that? What's the secret to being rich, especially those who got there so young? It leaves you perplexed, it makes you angry. Some say they were lucky, others say they were born into wealth. Some people go further in their reasoning and say, surely they were dishonest and got all that money by getting involved in the wrong things, and you feel unlucky for not having achieved any of that. Besides, those dreams you had of buying that mansion, your favorite car, living life traveling around the world, they will remain just dreams, nothing more, nothing less. You come to the harsh conclusion that life isn't fair to you, and it feels like a game of chance where you only lose and never win. It's been like that from the beginning for you, and you're on the losing side. But what if I told you that you're wrong? What if there was a way to get there, a real blueprint for you to start activating true wealth in your life? I'll reveal the science behind how money works. And what if you didn't have to give up the dream of owning that luxury car or traveling the world? You might think I'm joking or trying to deceive you, but rest assured, you'll understand that there's a side of the coin that hasn't been shown to you. But I warn you, the path is tough. This path is full of challenges, full of ups and downs. You'll need to discard some things they taught you in school and that society still tries to impose on you. I haven't told you yet, and let me be clear. What do you really think about money? Is it something you work for, earn, or inherit? Is it the root of all evil? Are you desperate to have more of it? Have you been chasing it? Every thought you've formed in your head about money has been influenced by your education and environment. If you were born into a family that didn't have much money while growing up, then you're more inclined to believe that you'd never be able to earn a lot of money someday in life, and you were never instructed on how money really works. In this position again, the fact that your school didn't teach you anything about this subject, because of that, you probably hold false beliefs about money that won't help you on this journey. Stay with me here, because we'll have to change the way you've seen money throughout your life. Hollywood movies have always had the habit of portraying the rich as evil, deceitful, or corrupt individuals. The question is, did you believe that farce? A recent report, released by a very famous newspaper in the United States, showed that the richest people in the world, those with a net worth of $30 million or more, 68% of them became wealthy on their own. And it seems that all other studies support this conclusion. Warren Buffett, the oldest and greatest investor in the world, became a billionaire. Howard Schultz is a multi-billionaire and is an American entrepreneur, mainly known for being the former CEO of Starbucks Corporation, one of the largest and most well-known coffee chains in the world. What nobody knows: he was born in poverty. Oprah Winfrey is a television host, actress, producer, philanthropist, and American entrepreneur. Today she's a multi-billionaire, but what nobody knows: she was born in extreme poverty. Jeff Bezos, the second richest man in the world, wasn't born into a wealthy family. His family was middle class, and he didn't have a privileged childhood in terms of financial resources. Elon Musk, the current richest man in the world, what nobody knows: he faced financial difficulties in his youth. He was born into a middle-class family, but throughout his life, he faced financial challenges. After moving to the United States to study at the University of Pennsylvania, Musk faced times when he struggled to support himself, even sleeping on friends' couches, yet he overcame all challenges and became a multi-billionaire. What do these people know that you don't? In fact, it's your way of making money that's wrong. Here's the money-making formula you learned. Money is equivalent to the salary earned in a job. After a certain point, the prospect of earning a higher salary becomes the sole objective of your education. So, what's wrong with that, you ask? I'll presume that if you're watching this video, your goal is to accumulate a good amount of money in the shortest time possible. Therefore, this formula for getting money will never lead you to success. We all possess a valuable resource, and you need to understand this. And once it's used up, there's no way to get it back. This resource is time. In a regular job, the amount of money you acquire is tied to the amount of time you invest in that job. If you earn $7.50 per hour and work 44 hours a week, it would take almost 63 years to reach a total of $1 million. However, that's without deducting taxes or expenses that will occur over 63 years. Not to mention that inflation would make your $1 million less valuable. In other words, becoming rich earning a minimum wage is impossible, and becoming a millionaire is also beyond your reach. You can only truly become a millionaire in old age, living in a weakened state, and most of this precious resource known as time has slipped through your fingers. You exchanged all that time for money, and yet it wasn't such a high amount. So once again, you question yourself, how come there are millionaires and billionaires who built their fortunes on their own and became rich so young? What sets them apart? The truth is, they have a more effective formula than yours. They understand money in a way you haven't fully mastered yet. Pay close attention now. Stop chasing money in a capitalist society. The rules of the game are clear. You are rewarded according to the value people perceive you are generating, and those who recognize that value make up the market, the consumers of the economy. The market is you, your friends, your family, your neighbors. People may complain that football players earn too much, but it's because the market is willing to pay millions for them. Firstly, there needs to be a market for the football industry. People have to perceive the value of football before wanting to spend money on games and products. If the market has a high demand for football, what happens to the players at the peak of their game? They are generously rewarded for it. It's not about how hard you work. When will you realize that? Look at a janitor, for example. They sweat and tire every day, but they earn much less than an accountant sitting behind a desk. Then you ask, wouldn't that be unfair? Because the market values the janitor's work as less valuable than the accountant's. As unfair as it may seem, I'll explain, pay attention. The janitor can be replaced by anyone. It's not hard to learn to do their job. Therefore, the market isn't willing to pay more for the janitor's work than for the accountant's work, the individual who has spent years studying numbers, who has saved thousands of dollars in taxes for their clients. Don't get me wrong for using this example. All jobs are worthy. I just used this example for you to understand that you will be rewarded according to the value you generate. If you generate a lot of value, you'll earn a lot of money. If you generate little value, and many people can perform the same function as you, you'll hardly receive much for it. So how can we increase the value of what we do? What makes people like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos stand out so much, to the point that their earned value is extremely high? The answer is simple. They solve problems that other people couldn't solve so efficiently. If you solve a problem, money will start following you. If it's $1 million problem, the solution will earn you millions. If it's $1 billion problem, the solution will make you earn billions. Companies like Amazon solve the inconvenience of people having to travel from their homes to a store. The delay in delivery, offer more accessible prices, among other benefits. Not to mention all the other companies that Amazon hosts, and the problems these companies solve. Jeff Bezos helped solve $1 billion problem and was widely rewarded for it. If you're after money, then you're going the wrong way. It might seem illogical, but if you want money, it's not money you should seek. You should seek problems and, more importantly, solutions to those problems. Once you find the solution, build a business around it. That's it.